Had to learn it.
Just say it's behind the international date line, and no one will know what you're talking about.
Yes, somewhere behind Greenwich Mean Time 0. Just to confuse you a little.
Fantastic.
All right, so I got the same questions.
No.
What?
I think that's intended. I don't know.
You don't say.
So, anyways, what are you leaving behind from your provincial life to become Bluebeard's bride? So I said I'm leaving a life of being a seamstress and menial labor. Uh, However, we're also leaving behind many friends and confidants from our poorer life, I should say.
Is there
And then,
a friend in particular that you're sad about leaving?
no, and I just kind of tie it into what Birdie said, probably.
My ladies.
Okay. I mean, these are distinct parts of the bride's psyche. But, okay, that's fine. Confidant.
Well, okay, so let's. You want like a particular name? Let's just say Emily.
Okay.
Very sad to leave Emily.
Oh, Emily.
She was a fellow seamstress and hanged out in our group.
Gotcha.
When you first met, loving gesture did Bluebeard make that won you over? So I said that Bluebeard actually happened upon a man in trouble who was repairing his wagon, and the heavy cart fell on him. And using his great strength, he lifted the cart off the man and saved him. And that won me over and endeared himself to me.
Okay, Jean Valjean.
Yeah, I totally did rip that off from Les Miserables. We're just gonna we're gonna skip over that though.
One day more.
I love it. That's hilarious.
See, I didn't make the connection. I'm a theater kid. I've never actually.
That's my favorite play of all time.
Well, it's a musical.
Well, you know
No, there's a difference. There's a difference.
I know, but you know what I meant.
It's coming to the Performing Arts Center that I literally live next door in March.
Oh my god.
So I think I'm gonna go. Well, you gotta get up here then.
I'm just waiting for Taking the musical.
Oh my god.
Sorry, distracted. Just making notes. Also, when we're done with the questions, I didn't have to go to the bathroom when we took our bathroom break, so we're gonna have another one. Anyway. Demolition, it's your turn to go first.
Oh, lucky me.
Hey, don't be sassy.
Yeah. What gift did you present to Bluebeard before the wedding? Why did you choose this? Well, it's very simple, you see. I presented Bluebeard with a small ring that my father, who tragically passed away, had, and it was passed down in his family that the wives would give to the husbands, or the husbands would give to whoever their sons. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if he actually wore it the day that he left. And do you trust your generous husband, Bluebeard, or do you hold unkind suspicions? Why is that? Well, I know that he, well, had many a wife in the past. And though that could mean a sign of trouble, I do feel that due to our sensuality and beauty, he would stick with us for quite some time, as we are quite loyal to him. And we think that our superior looks will win over him with our good grace and time.
Cool.
Yeah, we sexy.
I mean, Fatale is a play on femme fatale, so of course she thinks she's sexy. Since you
See it, I know it.
since you spoke up, Birdie, I choose you.
Okay.
For Birdiesaurus Rex.
I choose you.
I choose you.
Birdiesaurus Rex. I always want to.
Tyrannosaurus.
I always want to add Rex to the end of your name. By the way.
That's fine. You can do that. But Stegosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, so whatever.
That's not. That doesn't work in my brain. I can't make that work. Birdiesaurus. No, it just doesn't.
That's okay.
What gift did Bluebeard give you?
No, I gave to him.
No.
What gift
Oh.
did you present to Bluebeard?
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't
So-
read them. I just knew it had something to... Anyway, keep going.
There's gifts involved. So I gave him a crystal. Specifically, the ring that was given to him had a ruby in it. And the reason that this ring has been passed on and been passed down and is so special is because rubies promote unconditional love and marriage and devotion and passion and helps in all matters of love. So specifically that crystal itself, that ruby, was the primary driver in that ring of like bringing us together and making the bond more powerful, especially because I was worried, you know, since he traveled a lot and stuff, that we were gonna have issues, and because I knew that he'd had wives in the past, and I wanted to make sure he had something that helped to connect us on a more on a deeper level, something a little bit more earthy and powerful. And again, yeah, I don't know if he wore it, but I was doing my best to keep us together. Do I trust my generous husband, or do I hold unkind suspicions, and why? So I'm generally suspicious of pretty much everyone, because I really understand this duality of nature and that there's good and bad in everyone. But I do also know that he's had many wives, and so I'm a little bit sketch on that. I'm wondering about it, but I am also very confident in myself, and I consider myself to be pretty hard to, or pretty difficult to really kind of trick or put the moves on or anything like that. So while I'm very suspicious, I'm not necessarily fearful.
Gotcha. So, last but not least,
So what gift did you present to Bluebeard before the wedding, and why did you choose that? So I gave him an embroidered rose set into a fine silken handkerchief. I chose it because it's the finest thing I've ever made, and it represents like a life of mediocre work that I'm now able to like finally enjoy the finer things in life like I've always wanted to. And then, do you trust your generous husband, Bluebeard, or you hold on to suspicions? I hold suspicions toward Bluebeard because underneath his quiet strength I've seen him display also revealed a subtle rage beneath the surface, and I worry what happens when Bluebeard loses control.
ooh. Y'all keep giving me gifts. Okay, cool. Think about your sisterly bonds and which face you want your characters to have. I really have to use the bathroom because I started drinking a bunch of water. That was probably too much information.
Okay, I'm gonna step away for just a second then too.
All right, it's the witch fatale in Animus.
Did somebody?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, for which sisters we're playing? Yes.
Yeah.
Why is this not centered? Okay, cool. I'll be back in a minute. Wanting more. Now I really want to put Les Mis on.
Oh, Annie turned off Falco.